what's up you guys, and welcome back to another speed build. So today I'm going to be building in the world of Henford on Bagley, which comes from the Cottage Living expansion pack, and I'm building in the Old Mill Hill lot, which is a 64 by 64 lot which originally belonged to the Watsons family. This lot's total value is at 168,633 simoleons, which is shockingly low for how big and detailed this lot is. So anyway, if you look at the title of this video, you'll know that I'm building POSTWICK in The Sims 4, which for those of you who doesn't know, POSTWICK is the starting town for Pokemon Sword and Shield. It is the hometown of Gloria or Victor, and also Leon and Hop. So I wanted to challenge myself a bit this time, and let me tell you, it took me a long time to build this. The raw footage of this speed build is around 5 hours, so yeah, a whole 5 hours. But lucky for you guys, I cut out a huge chunk of mindless landscaping and other decorative stuff, so we're left with only the important parts. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to put a disclaimer here that some of the stuff in the game, like farming land, terrain level, some of the furnitures and decorations, and the overall layout of POSTWICK from Pokemon was not possible to be recreated in The Sims. And for that, I kinda shuffled the town layout a bit so that the 64 by 64 lot can fit the two houses and the surrounding environment. So originally, Victor or Gloria, which from now on I'll be referring to as the protagonist or the hero, their house is actually pretty much next to Hop's house but up on a hill. But since we don't have enough land area to recreate that, I decided that the protagonist's house will be further back from Hop's house. But other than that, I kept the layout basically the same, so when you step out of the hero's house, you'll go down and next to that will be the entrance to the slumbering world. But after that, you'll be going to an intersection. You go north to enter Route 1, or you go south to go to Hop's house. Originally, there's also a river there and a bridge, but I was not able to recreate that. Okay, since I rambled through a huge part of the beginning of the build, here's the hero's house. So from the game, the hero's house is actually just 4 rooms next to each other. So first you come in through the hallway, and to the left is the living room, and to the right is the kitchen and dining room. And next to the kitchen will be the hero's room. So since the hero lived with their mom, I decided that the door in the entrance hallway would make sense to go to mom's room, and I also added in 2 ensuite bathrooms for each of the rooms and also a guest bathroom next to the kitchen so that the house is not weirdly shaped. Here in the kitchen, I just put down all the necessary furniture like the fridge, counters, a stove, and also the dining table. And so as you can see, there are so many things in the game that's not on the Sims 4 catalog. So I will be trying to recreate the things with decorations that make sense, maybe have the same colors, function, or at least similar vibes. Here you can see just how much detail the actual house has, so it was pretty fun actually when trying to recreate this, but editing this with a 5-hour long footage was challenging, I would say. Okay, so here we are moving on to the hero's bedroom. It has a bluish green carpet with blue wallpaper and lots of wood furniture with green accents. So I thought that the university bed and nightstand fit well here, also some of the Dream Home Decorator shelves and cabinets. I'm also putting in a game console there as a replacement of the Switch, and a large yellow plushie for the Pikachu, and also some decor items like posters and things above the shelves. Alright, so for the bathrooms, I'm just going to show you one example which I will use as a template for all the other bathrooms, since there are no bathrooms in Pokemon, but to make this build functional, I decided to fit it in the house. So in the bathrooms, it's just going to be the usual shower tub combo, or just a shower if there's no space, a toilet, a sink, and a mirror. And also, as always, some clutter items like soap, toothbrush, toilet paper, towels, and medicine cabinets. And we're already past mom's room and out in the exterior here. So for mom's room, I just decorated it like a normal master bedroom, I guess, with some country accents here and there to fit the cottage living vibes. But here on the outside, there's actually so much detail in the game that it's clearly seen when you approach the house, so it was quite challenging to landscape the build. And there you can see I'm building the path to shape the town, and on the bottom right you can also see the outline of Hop's house. Okay, so for our lawn, I used the farming patch from Cottage Living here, and it's perfect the way the oversized crops fit the style and the theme, and it's also a great way to use up all the space in our front yard. And here you can see I'm building the town sign, and it's amazing that this town sign almost identically matched the real one in Pokemon. But yeah, anyways, here we're moving on to Hop's house. It looks much bigger on the game, but since it only has 3 rooms downstairs and 2 upstairs in the game, it's actually not that big here once we recreate it. And here you can see I'm recreating the mini arena court where you meet your starter Pokemon for the first time. And with the new kit, it's actually pretty similar with the Pokeball in the middle like that. And for the white lines, I used one of the swatches from the basketball court. I also used this to line the parking lot back in my brownstone build, so you should go check that out if you haven't already. So now we're moving on to the floor plan. So the idea with this floor plan was that you can see that Hop and Leon lives with their parents and grandparents. They live in the same house, but in the game you only have Hop's and Leon's room in the second floor. So to make up for that, first of all, in the first floor, besides the stairs, I put in a guest bathroom. And on the second floor, since it's a pretty big layout, I actually managed to cut the floor into 2 parts. The back part being Hop's and Leon's room, and the front part for their parents and grandparents' room, and also a bathroom they all share. Anyways, here you can see I'm furnishing the living room, and it's pretty bright with the light wood flooring, the peach wallpaper, and also the green sofas. This room also has so many windows, so it lets in so much sunlight. For the fireplace there, I think a half-tile sized wall would be perfect for the bump out for the backside of the fireplace. And if you've noticed, back in Hero's house, I didn't put a bump out for the fireplace, but here they have enough room for a bump out in their house, so I put it in. Alright, so now we're in the kitchen. Here I'm using the screen, counters, and cabinets from Cottage Living. I think it suits the room perfectly. And I also use the trick with the round table. So the round table can sit 6 people, but you cannot lay them out in like a square seating. I don't know how to explain this, but you cannot lay them out like a cross, like front, back, left, and right. So what I did was I put 2 of the tables with the chairs across each other, rotated one of it, and sized down one of the tables so it looks like only one table, but it fits 4 chairs on a cross pattern. I don't know if I described that correctly, but you can see it in the video. And that is actually kind of weird since there are more than 4 people living in that house. It actually makes more sense for there to be 6 chairs instead of 4, but since we're recreating the house in the game, I just followed what the game gave me. Okay, so I just talked through an entire room again, but this is Leon's room in all red. It's actually pretty good in my opinion. The one thing I wish The Sims 4 have are caps. Since Leon collects caps, I wasn't able to recreate that. Instead, I just built him another trophy shelf like the one in the living room. There you can see I'm trying to find as many gold trophies as I can, and also I really liked Leon's room because I think it's very cluttered and full, even though the game suggests that he hasn't slept at home for a long time. Anyways, now we're in Hop's room. One thing I noticed about Hop was that he has quite a few pictures of Leon by himself, which is weird, I think. I mean, I get it, he idolizes his big brother so much, but I think it's just kind of weird that he has framed photos of Leon in his room. Instead, I would have had pictures of both of them instead of just Leon. Okay, but yeah, so for Hop's room, it's pretty simple and light blue, not extreme red like Leon's room, and I rotated the desk to face the front wall instead, since we have no room for a sideways desk. And as always, there's a TV, a gaming console to replace the switch, and a lot of clutter. Okay, so after Leon and Hop's room, it's going to be their parents' room here in beige. There's really nothing interesting here in their parents' and also their grandparents' room. One thing though, that because both Hop and the hero has a big TV in their room, I thought it would be fair for Hop's parents and grandparents to both have a TV on their own and just to fill up space. So yeah, here I'm putting a console table and a big TV for the parents, and next we'll be moving on to the grandparents' room. So here it's just light blue on the walls and the carpet and also the curtains. So this room is pretty simple, but since they have a purloin, I think, in the first floor, I thought that I'd put a cat tower here in the grandparents' bedroom. Also, there's a litter box down in the shared second floor bathroom, but I didn't include the footage in the final edit. So here I'm just adding in some extra furniture and changing some of the swatches on the furniture to blue, since I think there's too much clash of colors, and I'm also putting in the pet toy box in this room. Here we're moving on to the shed on the first floor. Here I'm just treating it like a garage, so I put in workbenches, laundry, a hamper, some miscellaneous decor, carpets, and also a bike. After that, I think this will be the final room before the final landscaping. So they have this outdoor barbecue dining area. There's a dining table here and a grill, and that's it, I guess. So yeah, here we are moving on to the final part of the build, which is the landscaping. Here I use the tool mod a lot, and also a lot of items from the debug and live edit objects catalog. So I guess that's it for the build. I will leave a few minutes of me landscaping here before moving on to the screenshots. So for all of you Pokemon players, what do you guys think? Does this match well with the original POSTWICK? And also, what do you think about the new generation for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? My current favorite starter is Sprigatito. Share what's yours gonna be in the comments, and as always, what do you guys think of the build and what do you guys think I should build next time? Leave it down in the comments if you have any ideas, and don't forget to like the video, share it, and hit the subscribe button. I post my videos every Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!